Well, this is the Defender, which you already know. But what you might not know is that while this looks like an average Defender, it is far from being a standard Defender. It is a very rare breed of a vehicle because this one has a lumpy V8, and that too a 5-liter one. A 5-liter supercharged V8 engine sitting in here. And that means in this era of downsizing, turbocharging, you have finally a good old big V8. So how is it to drive and how is it different from your regular Defender? Well, over the next few minutes, that's exactly what we'll find out. When it comes to styling, this is not too different from your standard Defender, but then again, it is a good thing because at the end of the day, this is one of the most iconic designs on the planet. And everything about the Defender is about being huge. So it's a massive vehicle. This is the 110. So of course, it's very long, 20-inch alloy wheels, again, fat rubber on all wheels. And then again, when you extend the height or raise the height, it just is a towering vehicle. So of course, when it comes to road presence, nothing comes close to what the Defender is. Not very easy to make out that this has a V8 sitting in there, but yes, when you look at the back and you look at those quad exhausts, you know this is not a Defender you should be messing with. Now, once you're done with enjoying the exterior design of the Defender and you step inside the cabin, how's the experience? Well, to start with, the cabin layout, I mean, it's not radically different, it's just the engine that's different in this, and you get the same good old cabin inside the Defender that we all are familiar with. The layout is nice, the material quality is good, this touchscreen works well, there are physical buttons for HVAC as well as for the ride height. So, I mean, overall layout is nice, simple. In short, it's a classy cabin that also looks solidly built. Even space at the back is great, so hauling people shouldn't be a problem, and the boot space itself is again massive, so weekend trips also are quite easy. Now coming to the main part, and that's the engine. So this is powered by a 5-liter supercharged petrol engine, developing about 520 horsepower, over 600 Newton meters of torque, paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Of course, it's a Defender, so you've got 4-wheel drive and some excellent off-road capability. But you don't buy this for the off-roading bit majorly, right? You would buy this to enjoy the engine. Keep in mind, like I said earlier, this is a rare breed of engine. It's a dying breed. I can't think of any other SUV that comes with a 5-liter engine from a European car maker. So this is the last of its kind, a proper big block V8. And once you get happy with the throttle, well, it sings. The engine sound, the supercharger whine is addictive, and then of course the exhaust pops and crackles, and once you get going, the amount of noise it creates on the road, it's an oral racket, and people can't help but notice that something loud is just blasting past. So yes, fun to drive. In terms of handling, well, it handles like a Defender should. So it's got sure-footed handling, ride quality is great, the suspension does a nice job of ironing out all surface undulations, and beyond that, when you want to go fast, well, with this engine you will go fast. Even if you're going quick around corners, the Defender's got some predictable handling. Of course, keep in mind it's an SUV, it's not a sports SUV. So as long as you keep that in mind and drive it accordingly, it is a rewarding experience. In short, is this car worth the money? I mean, on road around 2.5 crores. Well, a lot of things in the world that are expensive are not things we need, but things we want. And this is exactly one of those situations or one of those cases. This engine, like I said earlier, is the last of its kind. So every time you drive this, the kind of driving experience you get, the kind of sound, the magic that it creates, well, it is a celebration every time you drive this car. And that's what makes it so special, and that's why it's worth the price. Because few years down the line, you won't be able to buy cars like this anymore. And who knows, maybe that time this will be a collector's thing. The value might even go up. So yes, it's a car to cherish and enjoy the drive. Basically, enjoy the celebration every time you get behind the wheel. Talking about performance a little deeper, well, pull from this engine is massive. I mean, the moment you stomp on the accelerator pedal, it just launches forward with ferocity, and of course accompanied by great sound. Even the gearbox is paired very well to the engine, so it is quick. It's surprisingly quick. I mean, for an SUV, an off-road SUV, it works really quick. So every time when you need power, the gearbox, the engine, everything works. And since there are no turbochargers, there's no lag. It's a big engine, so you press the throttle pedal and you get instant power delivery. That's something that I really like about this engine, and that's what anyone who's driving this car will enjoy about it. Talking of sound, how does it sound from inside? Well, first, listen how it sounds from the outside. And from the inside, well, here's how it sounds. A proper V8 growl, and it's butter smooth. Despite the size, the power, it's a butter smooth but loud engine. It's a great combination.